Hi everyone, let's take a look at the example 2 on page 3. So in this example, we know the two triangles are similar. We are going to look for the unknown x and y. So let's begin with x. So x actually is the angle P. Okay. So you can see angle P match with the angle T, because they are similar triangles, so their corresponding angles should be equal. So that is x equals to 60. So I think you don't have any problems about solving the angles. What about the length y? So PQ, length PQ match with the length TU. PQ, TU. So however, I don't know the scale factor. How do I find the y? So actually we can find out the scale factor by considering another pair of lengths. So for example, here RQ match with VU. So you can see the small triangle is 6 while the big triangle is 12. So you can imagine that the scale factor is 2. And not only this pair of sides, every pair of corresponding sides should have the scale of factor 2. So in other words, x will be 2 times of the y. So the calculation is easy to do. It is 4. But how do we present this idea in detailed steps? You should provide them in detailed steps. So here we can use the fraction that we have mentioned on the last page. So therefore, let's write it down. So because we are looking for PQ, so let's write down PQ. Now match with TU. So in order to see how much has been the scale factor, we should use another pair to help us. That is RQ and VU. So you may ask, Ms. Zhang, can I also write down the third pair as well? Yes, you may do so. RPVT. However, it is not quite useful in this case because we don't know their lengths, so it may be skipped. So because they are similar triangles, their corresponding sides should be proportional. So therefore, we can find out y over TU, which is 8, equals to 6 over 12. Okay, so one reminder to you, if you want to put the length of the sides on the numerator, so make sure that both sides, the top is the size of the smaller triangle, and then the bottom will be the denominator, which was the length of the bigger triangle. So you cannot have something like small over big equals to big over small. You cannot have something like this, because make sure that you are matching with the correct size and the correct pairs of corresponding angles. Okay, so next, how do we calculate the y? So it's the same as solving the equation for y. Okay, so as I said, we learned in last term, we don't want the denominator, we want to cancel out the denominator. We can cancel it out by multiplying the same number. So for example, if we want to cancel out the 8, we can multiply both sides by 8. Remember to multiply it by both sides to get the same number, because this is a balance. However, if you find this, we can only cancel out the 8. We cannot cancel out the 12. So that is, we better multiply 12 by on both sides as well in order to cancel out the 12 here. Okay, that's good. Now 8 is cancelled out, the 12 are also cancelled out. So what's remaining is y times 12 equals to 6 times 8. So actually we have just show the cross multiplication. Why? Because when you go back to these steps and comparing to this one, compare both of them, these two, actually it's just like cross multiplication. It's like y times 12 will be equals to 6 times 8. So next time if you face this type of problem, you may skip these two steps and jump to this step directly, and then you can find the unknown.